Welcome to Basket Talks new episode. This is Mirdemir Demirer from Basket Talks. In this episode, we are with Jonathan Thompson. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good, thank you. And for you, I wear my Vancouver t-shirt because you are from Vancouver. Actually, I got a Canada hat, but I couldn't find it. You are in Vancouver and working with players in Vancouver right now, currently. So how is your trainings going? How is your life going? Is everything great?
Life is busy, man. Training is going good. It's going phenomenal. I can't complain. It's growing pretty steadily.
Nice to hear that. And I want to make a flashback and can you share with us the moment you realized that basketball was more than just a game for you and how it played a pivotal role in your personal development?
I grew up playing basketball. I grew up watching my big brother play. I'm not Canadian. I was born and raised in Nassau, Bahamas. So for me, basketball was a way of just kind of staying out of trouble, staying active, staying busy, because there was a lot of different influences growing up that could have swayed me any other way. I grew up going to the basketball courts, seeing him hoop. Had various coaches in my life, taught me a lot of discipline, skills, work ethic, especially that allowed me to resonate with me today. I want to pretty much take that on and pass those same things to the next generation. So when I realized that is when to play professionally and doing my thing, just training, and a parent reached out to me and saw my work ethic, saw my drive, saw the different things that like determination in a session was wanted me to work with their son. That's how how training come to be, because I didn't necessarily seek training. It kind of came after me. Kid was Jaden Baines. I didn't know nothing about training, but I did know that certain things about how I invested in myself that I would want to give to this young man. So it just kind of grew.
Right now, you have one of the biggest basketball academy in Canada, Next Generation Athletes, right?
I'm not one of the biggest, but one of the most. I would say it's huge on quality and detail. So it is growing, man. I ain't big yet. I ain't where I want to be.
But you build relationship with athletes and parents worldwide because you are traveling like US to Europe. I don't know, have you ever come to Turkey?
Never been to Europe, Turkey yet.
I hope soon, one day. And how do you manage to maintain these connections and ensure that each athlete get the attention they deserve?
Basketball is a relational sport. For me to connect with anybody, I have to connect with them on a relationship level. And it all starts on the court. We come in for a common goal, for me to help them grow in some way, some shape, some form. That's my intention, that's my motive, and I keep it on court and keep it simple. Because of who I am, I tend to dig deeper. If a kid wants me to dig deeper and really want me to give him mentorship in that way, I pour in and I give wherever I can. That's where the discipline, that's where the different things of work ethic, what are you doing off the court, that's impacting on court. My relationship with athletes, if you reach out to me, I'm always open to share knowledge and help however I can. So I'm never closed off, and I just try my best to be open to help people. I want to impact lives.
Yeah. Thank you for that. And you are doing it, I can say, worldwide through social media from your Next Generation Athletes Instagram page. And I want to hear that, where do you see Next Generation Athletes in next 5 years?
Like you say at the beginning, we see me as one of the biggest skill development programs. My biggest thing is I'm not seeking to be big at all. I just want to impact lives in the next 3-5 years. So let's say 3 years. My goal is continue that impacting lives globally. It's already happening now. There's different plans for me traveling and doing certain things now. Something like this. Besides, what?
Do you have 2 kids or 3?
Yeah, 3.
3? How old are they?
I got my daughter. She's the oldest. She's 8. My middle son, he's the first son. Justice, he is 5. And then Judah, my third child, he's 3.
Yeah, in fact, they are very lucky to have you as a father and as a make it basketball workout.
Oh yeah, man, it's been tricky because I do stuff at home with them. I do they come onto the court. I have a little fitness class with the small ones, like 4-year-olds. So with them, I just get them around it. But it is tricky because sometimes the kids don't listen to you.
So maybe it could be a great question for you because you work with different ages and different levels. And how do you prepare yourself as communication technique, the education technique, drills?
Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself to different ages and different levels?
So the first kid I started was 13. So I started with a young guy. Then I connected with different programs that needed me specifically with a certain age group. Honestly, didn't know much of how to connect with younger people, especially beginners, because it takes extreme patience. You have to teach more. For me, my son who's 5 years old, for instance, Justice, he sees some of my top guys work out. He's in there and he wants to jump in and do the exact same thing. I'm like, dude, you got to relax, man. You're not even there yet. He's mimicking, and some certain kids show that drive to be better. And then some kids are just there to just, you know what, I'm here, I'm having fun with my friends and yada, 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 which is fine, right? But you got to, make it fun. So make it fun for the both groups.
Actually, I'm very curious about, we all know the USA basketball, and from NBA, we know the Toronto Raptors. But in Vancouver, like I have the t-shirt, but before you, I never searched about the basketball in Vancouver.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So could you explain the basketball system in general Canada and especially in Vancouver?
Canada in general has grown tremendously after, I guess, post-COVID, during COVID, after the Raptors championship. Basketball has taken a huge interest. Usually, basketball itself is the third popular sport in Canada. And on our side of Canada, like say Vancouver, it could be very vibey. It's like it's the West Coast. It's similar somewhat of California. It has a little bit of a West Coast vibe. Me being from the Bahamas, I grew up a different culture altogether. I want to kind of bring that same vibe, that grit, that tenacity, that we're not just chill on this side, we're not just laid back. People here actually got grit. I want to kind of bring that culture wherever I'm instructing, especially in my program, different things like that. So Canada is shifting in a lot of ways because USA and Canada, just as simple as that. They just won recently. Quality of basketball has risen so much where you can have that conversation now. Canada actually beat USA in FIBA World competitions. Kids are taking an invested interest in growing their game. And that's why skill development is a huge thing, because I want to tap in with the mindset of an athlete before they perform. Skill development starts up here.
Yeah, and as we talked about the mindset, your style, your mindset, you emphasize the progression mindset. I read it from your blog. Could you explain this concept in detail and how you instill it in your athletes or maybe impact other coaches?
My progressive mindset is stemmed from this my country, man, fabric of who I am. I've never been a top ranked player. I've turned a lot of sour opportunities into good ones because of my mindset. When I say sour, when I'm not being picked, getting cut from certain teams, I then turn those opportunities into something that, hey, there's an opportunity, let me get better. What's going on with me that I'm not seeing that I can get better at? So the mindset basically is non-stop attitude to integrate. You can see success, but you're not going to just stop. Success is it's not a destination. It's a process, it's a journey. And that's the all about progression mindset. You're on this pursuit for success and greatness, and it's not a place where you're going to pit stop or just stop. But now I tell the programmers, man, I'm growing in many ways. I'm continuously growing in many ways. And as a leader and founder of my program, yeah, I've hit milestones. I've connected with my mentor in the game, Phil Handy, being able to watch him and see other leaders in the industry. I'm like, okay, man, I have some standards where I want to get to and what I want to do. So I know I ain't there yet. But however, I'm doing a phenomenal job as it is. That mindset translates on the court. And I tell players every time, every step, every pivot, every rep, you need to have the mindset that you're progressing. You're progressing towards something. If you did something right, see how you can continue to do it right. If you did something wrong, let's see what you did wrong so you can do it right. Just having that tenacity and tenaciousness about just staying solid, staying the course is the biggest thing that I want to help kids, because for you to be a high-performing athlete, you got to have a high-performing mindset. And that's what I preach. And that's all about progression. That's my foundation.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. That's very inspirational. You are like an icon, like a role model you could be for some new coaches, young coaches from different countries. I want to hear that. What advice would you give to someone looking to follow in your footsteps and make a difference in young athletes' lives?
The biggest thing I would say is to know who you are. It starts with identity. When you have a firm understanding of who you are, I think everything else that you do, framework. I'm a faith-based person and I'm huge on what I believe in, Christian. So for me, everything I do is out of a foundation of that. Know your value, know who you are, know your worth. Because there's a lot of people out here, especially in this basketball, is a very egotistical industry because it's all performance-based. Even as a coach, how much your performance, what are your players doing? Who have you sent off to Division 1? Who have you done this? What kind of pro you playing, working with? This, that, the next. I focus on being. I focus on being who I am, being what I'm called to be. Out of that, I smash everything.
Yeah.
Are
they the same with your advice for young basketball players, or you want something new? Yeah.
You're a basketball player. You want to grow in the game of basketball. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses. You might be strong at dribbling now or strong at being fast, but then have a weak handle. You can grow in it. That's the opportunity. The opportunity is always consistent. If you have time, you can invest time. I find that kids sometimes don't understand that because it's just like, man, I want to do everything at once. No, segment your game, cut it down. If you're not a good ball handler, okay, then take some time over the summer, invest in your ball handling. You come back, you're not good at shooting 3 balls, then you take some time, you invest in 3 balls. So having young athletes understand that you don't have to be perfect at everything. Segment your game and figure out what is necessary, what's going to make you valuable, and what's going to make you an asset for a team. I had to do that as a youngster. I was always defensive. I was great defense. I loved these, shutting down people and seeing the frustrations on their face. As I got on the court, and I did that, and I did it with all Americans, I did it with us when I played AAU ball. I'm like, man, I'm doing this, I'm getting on the court, but I got to be able to produce on the offensive end now. This person where the coach is putting me in here, to shut this person down, and then take me out, put me in, take me out. And so especially as an undersized team.
Mindset at the same time, right?
That's the progression. Exactly. Yeah.
And let's move on to the final question. In your opinion, what are the musts of basketball?
The must of basketball, man, it's every player, they need to know what they can do, why you play basketball, where you intend to go with basketball, and how you intend to do it. You gotta have an understanding of who you are, how are you valuable to the game, or how are you valuable to whatever team that you're looking to be a part of, what you're gonna do. And that boils down, okay, how you gonna do that? What you doing? Are you gonna be a 3 shooter? Like, what is it? Why you play basketball? And then the third question, like, why are you doing what you do? Everybody must have a why. Why convicts you. You also gotta know where you wanna go. Where you trying to go? Now you have an understanding of your levels of passion, your levels of intentionality, and how you're gonna get there. What kind of people are you surrounding yourself? In the wrong crowd leads them in the wrong direction. How are you going to surround yourself people that are going to help you progress, people that is going to help you put you in positions to get you better? Myself, Phil Handy, I reached out to him and said, man, I just want to learn from you. I don't need nothing else but just learn from you. And my church and different people in my life, my brothers, my families, mentors for me that I could bounce ideas in just life.
Yeah, I agree.
He shares the game, he shares the knowledge. If he's doing it at that level, how can I not do that at my level? And that's what I learned. I'm like, I plug in with people that I feel and pursue it, that I feel like it's going to help me get better and help me get to where I need to get to.
Yeah, I agree with you. So thank you for all of your answers and thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure to having you.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. You keep doing what you do, bro.
Thank you. And hope to see you in person. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
In this episode, we are with Jonathan Thompson. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy. See you in next episode. Bye bye.